Every morning, millions of people strap themselves into metal boxes to sit perfectly still. They inch forward on congested highways, glaring at brake lights and watching their fuel gauges drop. Sitting in that gridlock triggers an immediate biological response. Aggressive drivers and transit delays send a constant drip of stress hormones, like cortisol and adrenaline, straight into your bloodstream. By the time you sit down at your desk, your nervous system is locked into a fight or flight state. This calendar shows a standard weekly schedule. Medical guidelines recommend 150 minutes of moderate aerobic exercise per week to stay healthy. But when you map out the rigid hours demanded by work, sleep, and driving, those overlapping blocks squeeze the week until there is exactly zero time left for movement. To maintain this routine, the average American household spends between $8,000 and $12,000 a year on car payments, full coverage insurance, fuel, and parking. We pay a massive premium to maintain the machines that actively drain our free time. A car is a rapidly depreciating financial asset, but more critically, the daily drive required to use it systematically bankrupts our physical health, our mental resilience, and our personal finances. Across the globe, commuters in major cities are abandoning those metal boxes. They are hanging up their car keys and pulling out their helmets. Trading a steering wheel for handlebars completely inverts the daily travel experience. Instead of the claustrophobia of gridlock, you gain kinetic autonomy, moving freely and entirely under your own power. The bicycle operates as a dual-purpose tool. While you travel, you simultaneously compound your biological health and accelerate your financial savings. The mechanical act of pedaling takes the most stressful, sedentary part of the day and turns it into your most reliable daily asset. At Reluctant Low Carb Life, we advocate for a health philosophy built on 3 pillars: fullness, freshness, and fitness. Commuting by bike integrates this third requirement directly into your daily travel, removing the friction of finding extra time for movement. Instead of marinating in cortisol, cycling forces your body to adapt. Aerobic movement stimulates the release of endorphins, your body's natural mood lifters, flushing out stress hormones before you even arrive at work. This animation illustrates what happens in your brain while you ride. Physical exertion increases blood flow and oxygen, which stimulates the release of a protein called brain-derived neurotrophic factor, or BDNF. As BDNF floods the system, it encourages the growth of new brain cells and strengthens neural connections. Because of that neurochemical shift, cyclists consistently report higher alertness, sharper problem-solving abilities, and enhanced creativity the moment they step into the office. On a biomechanical level, the results are just as pronounced. Active commuters burn up to 5 times more calories per day during travel than drivers. Engaging your body's largest muscle groups improves insulin sensitivity and heavily lowers the risk of chronic illnesses like type 2 diabetes. Unlike running, which pounds your joints with up to 3 times your body weight on every impact, cycling is entirely low impact. The smooth, circular motion of pedaling actively lubricates your knee and hip joints without causing friction. By integrating 20 to 30 minutes of steady riding each way, your daily commute becomes a passive preventative medical intervention, no gym membership required. The biggest psychological barrier to making the switch is the assumption that riding a bike takes too long. This schematic shows why the exact opposite is frequently true. While cars sit gridlocked on main arteries, a bicycle glides past bottlenecks and parks right at the front door. Over distances under 5 miles, it is almost always the fastest way across town. High-density cycling has historically solved the urban speed problem. In cities like Hanoi, dense networks of cyclists move fluidly through the streets, entirely bypassing the massive traffic jams created by single-occupancy vehicles. Modern urban design is finally catching up to this efficiency. Cities worldwide are rapidly building dedicated, protected bike lanes, converted rail trails, and multi-use greenways that remove cyclists from main roads completely. Escaping car traffic means your commute times become perfectly predictable. Whether it's a sunny afternoon or a snow-covered street in Finland, a bike commute takes the exact same number of minutes every single day, completely immune to sudden highway accidents or transit delays. Then there is the financial math. Cutting out gas saves between $1,000 and $2,000 annually. Drop the monthly garage passes and expensive vehicle maintenance, and replacing car trips with a bicycle keeps upwards of $10,000 a year in your bank account. The bicycle bypasses the systemic failures of modern urban design. It allows you to move outside the gridlock while simultaneously accelerating your personal wealth through every mile pedaled. Over a single year, the returns of bike commuting compound. You build a drastically stronger heart, develop a highly resilient brain, eliminate the anxiety of morning traffic, and accumulate significant financial savings. You don't need to be a hardcore athlete to start. Pull that old bike out of your garage, take it to a local shop for a basic tune-up to check the brakes and tire pressure, and you are ready. Use a mapping app to find a safe, low-traffic route through residential streets or dedicated paths. Try commuting by bike just one day this week to build your confidence. To master the complete health trifecta of fitness, fullness, and freshness, visit reluctantlowcarblife.com and stream the Reluctant Low Carb Life and Deep Dive podcasts on all major platforms. Dust off your bike, map out a safe route, and take back total control of your mornings. Your body, your mind, and your wallet will thank you.